What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Anthony Perry. That's right, I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please follow me at hashtag Anthony Perry USA on YouTube, Anthony Perry USA, TikTok, Anthony Perry USA on all platforms. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Man, I'm so excited. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. The young folk, the older folk. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. So please guys, like and follow. Please share this video right here. Like, follow, share. And once again, all comments are welcome. That's right, I've said it. All comments, all feedback are welcomed, okay? I don't expect everybody to agree 100% of the time, but please guys, just keep it respectful, but all comments matter. First, I just want to shout out, since we right here in California, shout out to the World Series champions, the Dodgers, back to back, that's right. Great accomplishment, proud of you guys. Shout out to Toronto, man. Y'all did a great job also. No disrespect. Much respect to Toronto. But the champs, the Dodgers, right here in California. Yay! That's right, man. Congratulations to the Dodgers. So let's hop right into it. Speaking of baseball, 2 pitchers for the Cleveland Guardians allegedly gambling, throwing balls and strikes for the gamblers. Wow. This is a hefty accusation. I hope it's not true. We got to say allegedly. I'm going to stick to my guns. Every person is innocent until proven guilty. No matter what, no politics. I don't care what it is, what organization, which company, which political party. I'm gonna stick to my guns. Every man, every woman is innocent till proven guilty. And for the big picture of baseball and sports, we just, Chauncey Billups, the coach for Portland Trail Blazers, he just got arrested and for some charges. Terry Rozier for the Miami Heat, he just got arrested for some charges, gambling related charges. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. I hope it's not true, because that can raise a lot of different questions. Now, it's not always about winning or losing a game and betting on it, and that do makes a big difference. I don't want to take anything away from that, but it's a lot of over-under bets, right? How many balls a person may throw, how many strikes. Same thing in football. How many interceptions or incomplete passes. Same thing in basketball. How many assists you may get, how many rebounds you may get, and people vote over and under. That could, for instance, with basketball, if someone was had a rebound stat, they could say, hey, maybe the over-under was 8 rebounds, so they could bet 4 against themselves and say, hey, I'm not gonna get over 8 rebounds today because of X, Y, and Z. And please, guys, keep the integrity into sports. It don't make a difference if it's basketball, football, baseball, soccer. If you are an athlete, if you are a professional athlete, a collegiate athlete, even in high school, keep the integrity. Play as hard as you can. And I mean that. I'm a little old school. I like the way those old Florida teams used to play. You play every minute. I don't believe in letting the foot off the gas. I don't care if it's a football game and it's 51-0. I don't care. I'm trying to get 58, right? I'm not, running the clock out at the end of the 4th quarter and all that. Same thing with a basketball game. I don't care if it's 80-20. I'm trying to hit 100. I'm about playing the hardest from the start to the end of the game. And I say that because I know in many sports, especially in high school, we got that compassion and things like that, and a lot of little league. We understand that, but from high school, collegiate, and the pros, if that team sucks, blow them out, embarrass them. That's me, okay? So please, guys, keep the integrity in the sports. We don't want no one shaving points or even some of the over and unders of getting injured or things of that nature, minutes played, things of that nature. Let's keep the integrity in sports, guys. If you're a professional athlete, collegiate athlete, high school athlete, play hard all the time, and let's keep the integrity. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't believe in accusing anybody of anything, because every man, every woman is innocent until proven guilty. Now, speaking of sports, I gotta go there. I gotta talk about these Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry. Dallas, 3-5-1. They don't even look like they're gonna make the playoffs. And Dak got 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 15 sacks. So I'm gonna say this. Dak, I said this beginning of the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, I said this. Dak, I won't blame you for anything. Those 6 interceptions and 15 sacks, I'm not even blaming the offensive line. I'm blaming Jerry Jones. I believe Jerry Jones is a terrible general manager, terrible president. He's a good owner because he is a businessman, but he is terrible when it comes to the football. And those 6 interceptions, I'm blaming Jerry Jones. And speaking of Jerry Jones, he just recently made some comments that Jerry Jones said that he was focused on some other businesses. Now, I know that could probably get taken out of context, but I believe him. He's a great owner. Don't let me separate the ownership from the football mind. Jerry Jones is a great businessman. He's a billionaire. He is a fantastic businessman, and I can honestly see him focusing on other businesses. When it comes to the Dallas Cowboys and players and acquisitions, Jerry Jones, please give up the president, the GM, and all those positions, because everybody up under the Dallas Cowboys umbrella is essentially a puppet of Jerry Jones. So you can't even blame the coaches. You can't blame that. The losses of Dallas Cowboys is Jerry Jones. And I say this over and over. I hope Jerry Jones sell the team, which we talked about before. He's not going to sell the team because Dallas Cowboy is America's favorite team. It is a cash cow, and the Cowboys are making hundreds of millions of dollars every year. So to all the Dallas Cowboy fans, I'm sorry that y'all got to go through this. I'm compassionate for you because y'all got a terrible owner, and y'all not going nowhere. So y'all can cut all that going to the Super Bowl until. As long as Jerry Jones owns that team and he's still the president, the GM, and all them other positions that he got, y'all not going nowhere. So y'all might as well just save y'all's emotions and keep it pushing. So all the Dallas Cowboy fans in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I feel for y'all. I apologize. Now I want to, and I got to talk about them. Another team under terrible ownership, and they got a terrible coach. The Cleveland Browns. Look, the Cleveland Browns, 2-7. And Coach Stefanski, oh man, I don't even know where to start. No disrespect to the players on the team, but you gotta give Shedeur a chance just to see if you're gonna keep him on the roster for next year. Cleveland Browns, at this point, you playing for a top 5 pick. Maybe you need to get rid of Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Maybe you need to get rid of one of them, trade one, and draft another quarterback in 2026, because that's where it's headed. So the Cleveland Browns, fire the coach. Terrible coach, not a good fit, time to go. give Shador a chance. And I say that because just so you can say, okay, we gave him a chance, he did good, let's keep him. Or play on the other side of it. You play Shador, he throw 3 interceptions, he's terrible. Trade him, give him an opportunity. But for a player of Shador's caliber, he deserves a shot by an NFL team. He deserves to be on the field unless he proves otherwise. And I want to say prove otherwise. He deserves a shot. I'm going to stand by that. He needs to play with a first team unit. I'm not talking about second and third team in the fourth quarter when it's a blowout game. I'm not talking about that. He deserves a fair shot. Get a young man a chance, okay? I know y'all mad at his daddy and all that, and y'all think he's not humble, he's rich. So what? He's a great athlete, okay? Deion Sanders is a great father, okay? So get a young man a chance, and to the Cleveland Browns, play him or trade him and fire the coach. Y'all, the Cleveland Browns ownership sucks too. They're the only team that got a worse ownership than Jerry Jones, in my opinion. Is the Cleveland Browns is the worst, and then Jerry Jones is next to the bottom. So please, Cleveland Browns, sell the team, because y'all don't got a cash cow. Y'all making a lot of money, but y'all not the Dallas Cowboys, where Dallas will make money, a bunch of money, win, lose, or draw. We can't really say that about the Cleveland Browns. Y'all gonna make a little bit of money because you're still a pro team, but y'all not the Dallas Cowboys, and y'all not as worth as much as the Dallas Cowboys, and your fan base is not as great as the Dallas Cowboys. So to the Cleveland ownership, sell the team, fire the coach, play Shador, or trade him. And just a side tip, while we're speaking about the Sanders, shout out to Coach Deion, man, Coach Prime. I know Colorado is struggling. It is what it is. I'm not making no excuses, but hey, you're still a good coach and you're a great father. But while we're talking about the Sanders, I want to talk about Shiloh Sanders. I had to talk about this because he was getting roasted on social media about Shiloh leaving a $50 tip. Now, I must say, I don't know what he bought, what he paid for, etc., how much he spent. But I do want to say this. I am a tipper. I am a standard tipper. I usually tip a little bit more, 25, 30% on good service. But I do want to say, when it comes to tipping, I want to say this. If you got a good service, tip. Okay? Now, I've been in a situation where I order pickup. Come in, pick up, and leave. And on the receipt, it was a tip there. I was like, what, you want a tip for a pickup? Now, if they do good service, I will leave a nice little tip for even on a pickup. But however, I want to add one disclaimer for tips. If they got good service, tip them. Don't be cheap, because I can honestly take up for a majority of the common server. I'm not talking about the upscale restaurants, just the common server that's working at the local bars. I don't want to advocate no brands or anything, so I'm not gonna say too many names. But some of the ones that the average price is $10, $20, $30 a meal, they're not making a lot of money. If they give you good service, tip them right. Now, if they never come to your table except for to take your order and to bring your bill, then hold them accountable accordingly. Okay. For pickups, you don't always deserve a tip. Okay, I'm just going to put it that I personally tip because that's just what's in my heart, and I do believe in rewarding good service when it comes to that. But however, please tip our people, guys. Please, they pretty much do a good job. And I also want to say something to all the workers, the waitresses, all those that work in that industry. If you don't got good customer service, it's time to go, because just like any industry, any business, any company, any sector, you got some good employees and you got some bad ones. There are some bad servers,